There are many issues dividing the nation, and social media is playing a role. That's why experts say everyone should be responsible for their own behavior online. Right now, we're joined by Christopher Bale, a professor of sociology, public policy, and data science at Duke. He's going to teach us what you can do right now to depolarize America. Good morning, Professor Bale. This is so important. So let's just start with, is it even possible to disagree civilly? Because it doesn't feel like it with all of what we're seeing unfold online and in reality.
Yeah, I think we're also angry, and it can feel really helpless out there. Most people feel like, just about everybody they encounter is an extremist. But I think the good news is that polarization may actually be less bad than we think. And even more importantly, we social media users may have a role in making it better.
And I feel like when I'm online, people say things to me, or I see them say things to each other that they would never say in person. Do you think that social media platforms have the responsibility to kind of weed out at least any falsehoods or even help to police this?
Look, I would love to tell you that all we need to do is flip a switch deep inside Facebook source code and we could fix this problem. But, one thing that a lot of people don't know is that the popular ideas about how to fix social media don't have a lot of evidence when we look at the research. So, for example, taking people outside their echo chamber doesn't seem to make them more moderate. It can make them more extreme. Foreign misinformation campaigns seem to have minimal effect on what people think. And finally, algorithms that radicalize us, well, that might only happen to, say, 1 in 100,000 people. So the upshot is, even if we could get Facebook, Twitter, and other platforms to enact sweeping reforms, we'd still be left with a lot of polarization.
One of the interesting things that you just said, Professor Bale, is that we're angry. Say, for instance, you're having a conversation with someone who's clearly taking a strong stance on something that may even be false. Is there anything that we can do to help de-escalate the situation?
Yeah, first, I would love your viewers to think about who are you interacting with? And here's the thing. 73% of tweets about politics are made by 6% of people. And that 6% of people, it probably won't surprise you to know, have very extreme views. So if you're interacting with someone from the other party, there's a really good chance it's an extremist who might not be worth your time. So what we need to do is boost moderation. And in the Duke Polarization Lab, we've created new technology to do that.
That data is unbelievable that you just shared. So what do you suggest someone do if they're not willing to accept the fundamental truth, someone that we may be interacting with online?
Yeah, so we need to change the incentive structure. Right now, we get rewarded with likes and follows by antagonizing each other, by, tweeting out or posting vitriol. And what we need to do, I think, is instead incentivize people to post about things that lots of different types of people care about. So on polarizationlab.com, your viewers can check out our bipartisanship leaderboard. This is a tool that tracks prominent, journalists, elected officials, even celebrities, to see who's gaining the most traction with both sides. And we've even created bots that retweet these so that you can make this practice kind of habitual.
This is absolutely fascinating. And honestly, we could talk about this all day. Professor Bale, thank you so much for sharing your information that you've gathered, and hopefully we can help to depolarize Twitter at the very least.